kickstart 2025 with a bang? The Composer's Room is your go-to destination for Las Vegas entertainment. Every day is a celebration here. From live music to comedy shows to magic acts, the Composer's Room has the entertainment with the Las Vegas vibe. If you are feeling lucky, then try your hand at one of our hot video poker machines. Who knows, you may hit the jackpot. Are you feeling thirsty? Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you are a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are guaranteed to entertain your taste buds. And what's more, we've been voted best restaurant with live music. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Start celebrating 2025 in style at the Composer's Room. Our Vegas, our way.
Welcome, everybody, to Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett. Join me and co-host, the master illustrator over there at Portnoy Gallery, Mr. Neil Portnoy.
Good evening, everyone.
So what are you, weatherman today?
No, I'm not doing the weather today.
What did you do last week that made no sense?
No, probably everything, but I'm not.
Most of the show.
Well, that's what we do. That's what I do. Anyhow, I have been instructed, and I'm going to really try to do this, to look more to this side because I look good on camera.
Especially with that beard now. You look like you're 20 years older than you were before you grew it.
Well, I grew in the wrong color.
Beautiful. You know, and you're in a contest with Jim Dallas over here.
Well, listen, my rescue, Daniel, did not go as far as we expected him to go in America's favorite.
You did good.
So Jim and I are in.
And we're tired of talking about your dog, all right?
No, listen,
on the radio
no, I'm going to do that right now.
I don't want to talk about you.
Well, Jim and I are in a contest to see who can grow a better beard.
You're losing.
No, I'm winning.
Okay. Let's get on with the show, okay? With us right now is a terrific act known as a duo, known as High Rise, and also the producers and stars of the hit show Platforms and Bell Bottoms. Welcome to Tracy, Jill, and Matt Mitchell. Hello, Tracy and Matt.
Hello.
Nice to see you here. We'll be chatting with you a little bit. And sitting right next to Tracy and Matt is a man who can fill us in on what really happened back in the day. He's the Vegas tough guy, but he's also really a sweetheart at the same time. Welcome, Frankie Citro, to our show. Hello, Frankie.
Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing today, Ron?
We're doing good.
I'm looking forward to having a great show with you guys.
Yeah, and so we want something here to remind you of some of your escapades, okay? So I'm going to just run this right now. Just to make you feel at home.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. But do you know what?
Neil, is he laughing?
No, he's laughing.
I want to make sure he's
He's
laughing.
got something up against my side.
I don't know what that is.
Listen,
Get scared. Can I finish the introduction? Do you mind?
I want to ask him what show.
We're not ready for that yet.
Okay.
He knows what that's from, right? The Sopranos.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the opening theme song.
And it's I love that.
And one
song.
other thing, not to break up what you're going to say, but you ain't no friggin' oil painting. That's so you're telling everybody how good looking you are.
There you go. I like that better there, Neil.
I'm going to give him my glasses.
He's taking my job.
No, he is.
It's okay. Also, we're going to get a phone call from Tracy Robinson Calvin to give us the great happenings going on at the Composer's Room. Also in studio, say hello to radio personality and longtime, that's the other way around, studio producer and longtime radio personality, Jim Dallas. He's in studio with us. Hello, Jim.
Right.
Also in the room, Brian Nofo, who is our official photographer, and the producer and director of Hey Vegas TV, Hey Media's Richard Giacovino. And calling in with some exciting news, opera star Rose Kingsley. And we'll start the conversation in just a little bit. First, we'll do our disclaimer that all the music we're about to play is cool.
It's cool. It's covered by
It's covered by all the licenses. No problem with that.
None.
And we'll get going with the shout-outs. You know, have you ever eaten at the M, Neil? At the,
Yes, I have.
The Raiders room there?
Yes, I have.
Because our good friends, Paul and Bob.
Your next door neighbors in
Well,
the yellow house.
the guys in the yellow house
Yeah.
are heading out there right now
Oh.
with their friends.
Did you recommend anything on the menu to them? Or?
No, I don't even know they were going there. And Michael and Ralph are with them. And they're listening right now, so I thought I'd do
Hi,
that.
guys.
And the front door is white.
Oh, it's not gray.
Not gray.
They painted it.
Yellow house, white door.
They painted it white?
No, it was always painted white. I'm blind.
Well, deaf and blind.
And deaf and blind.
Deaf and blind. There we go.
So they're on the way to the M right now. They're driving and listening to us in the car.
Gentlemen, have a wonderful time, and anything on the menu is outstanding.
Have you eaten there?
I have eaten there. Yeah.
That's terrific. Also, of course, we can't forget my love, Tammy. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you so much for
She listening to her?
always being there for me. She always
Listens. Yeah. Not always
PJ
listens.
Gia Maria, my buddy PJ, who travels around in his
5-wheeler.
No, it's a beautiful Class A. That's Jerry that has the.
Oh, yeah.
PJ has a Class A. He drives all over the
What's
place.
the difference? What's the Class A?
You drive it yourself. A fifth wheel you pull.
Oh, it's
With a
an
pickup
RV.
truck. It's an RV.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a big, beautiful RV. You know, with a $100,000 one. Or more. That's even cheap. Really? You know. And we said hello to maybe is hello, Nancy. What's up?
I'm going to give you an FYI. Every year, the RV International Convention is in Las Vegas. And I'm working every year in New York.
You go pictures of RV.
People in the RV.
Okay, I'm just checking. But maybe you're expanding.
I'm not doing that one.
You did hotels.
I did everyone to do
All the ones that blew up.
There's no RV here. There's like everyone else.
Also, hello to Day to Day, who was on last week. It was a great job. Amy Dunham, the Donald Diners, who would say diners. Say Don Vinyl, I'm celebrating 20 years with this lovely lady.
God bless them.
Congratulations, happy anniversary to you guys. Red Harrison did cook from the show Fame Game coming to Hey Vegas TV.
Yes.
Also, Doug Chapman, who I did a show with, he's a documentary maker and a filmmaker. He talked to me about a few things back in the 70s when the town was run by our friends and or friends of ours or friends of mine. Which one is it, Frank?
I don't know.
You know, so it's going to be friends of ours, I think.
Yes, he did a documentary and you were filming it with all the.
I was the editors and I was the admin for several nightclubs and discotheques.
So you have all that info.
Usually the way we got paid was 8%. You know, it was 100, 100, 100, and one for the house. 100, 100, 100, and one for the house. That was very interesting.
Yes.
You believe in that, right?
We had 4 houses.
That's right. That's how we collected 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was collecting. That's how I got paid. 100, 100, 100, one for the house. You know, that's the way it went, and that was fun. We for sure. Listen back. Also, we say hello to Joy Shaker, who was brought a lot of nice posters today. Look at this place. Listen, we're completely decorated in Vegas. Vegas television today and 6/7.
There's no doubt how you can find this show. Just look at the walls.
HeyVegasTV.com or Roku. Is it Roku? Roku, and you can go there and access it. By the way, people watching on Roku in real time, like right now, and they said on the app, you type in HeyVegas TV and it comes up.
I was watching this afternoon.
Okay, so that works well. That's how you see us. Of course, we're always on Facebook. Also, hello to our cousins that are out there.
Here we go.
You know, Diane, what do you mean here we
Oh,
go?
there's a lot of cousins.
I have a lot of cousins. Let me just run through it because TRG is waiting on the phone right now.
TRG.
So Diane, Susie, Michelle,
Yeah.
and Frank. And on the other coast, Bud Caputo and Lou Rosano, my cousins. And I mention them because they watch and they listen. Also, Marty and Jerry. Marty having another bikini party up in Reno. And Jerry Walker's planning on coming down to Vegas to say hello to us.
Oh, that would be
you
awesome.
come to Vegas, I'm going to have you on the radio.
Yeah, he's got to be on the
I'm
show.
going to do it. Richard Jacobino, who's here with us right now. Thank you, Richard, for being here. Len Connell of At Ease, the VA show. Trish Cordani, who does tremendous amount of bookings here in town. We love her to death. Emily Connor Cooper, who is coming to Hey Vegas TV one of these days, real soon.
ECC.
Lorenzo Clark, he's out there, and I saw him the other day doing the Insomniac show with Jonathan Scott.
I was sleeping.
Hey Vegas TV, of course, gets a shout out. That's what we're on right now, around the world, around the country, and all over Vegas on Hey Vegas TV, and of course on Facebook Live and our
KMZQ.
our flagship station right here, AM 670. Jonathan Scott, how you doing? J.R. Smith, who's a new magician, and we're going to have him on next
excellent,
week.
excellent.
He should be a lot of fun.
Maybe you can.
And hello to Marco, too. Probably the best variety show in town.
Absolutely, no question.
Okay, we're going to take, we're not going to take a break yet. We're going to take her right now. So let's bring in Tracy Robinson Gallivan
TRG, what's
to
happening?
tell us all about what's going on over there, and we'll take a break right after that. Hello, Tracy.
Hello, my friends. You have a wonderful panel today.
Thank you.
Tracy.
Hi, guys. All right, this week at the Composer's Room, we had trivia on Monday in the tavern. We had the Hang in the Big Show Lounge, and we had curated karaoke with Sadia back in the tavern starting at 10 p.m. On Tuesday, we had Beat Cafe. They were with us last night. They had the whole tavern on their feet and dancing. It was a lot of fun. And of course, we have Platforms and Bare Bottoms with Matt and Tracy. I saw this show for my birthday last year, and I put friends come down, and we had so much fun. So I strongly encourage going down to see the show and wear your Platforms and Bare Bottoms. Wednesday, we had Jonathan Jimenez, Limoncello, and Joseph Duet Park. Thursday, we had again Matt and Tracy, High Rise Zero in the tavern. There always so much fun in there. Kelly Clinton and curated karaoke once again with Sadia. Friday, we have Down South Jukers, again curated karaoke with Sadia. Saturday, we have something new. It's a double brunch. So we start at 10 a.m. with a bunch of Broken Dreams, and that is a pop punk of the early 2000s production. Following up, we have the boy band brunch. So that's going to be boy band music of the 90s. We haven't had back-to-back brunches before, so this is going to be fun.
Wow.
We have Kenny Morrison in the tavern, Jimmy Ellis and Lotanya in the show lounge. And then closing out our Sunday, we have the Holy Poetry Contest and again curated karaoke with Sadia.
What a full week of entertainment. I mean, listen, for those listeners, viewers, and fans of our show, the Composer's Room is in Commercial Center, located on Sahara, 24/7. It seems that you guys just never stop.
It goes from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's when it really runs. And a lot of slot machines in there, right, Tracy, that are doing very well for everybody.
Yes, we're getting some really big winners at our top machines in the tavern. Soon we're going to be adding more machines, so
There you go.
stay tuned for that.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for being on live with us last week. Everybody said that you were beautiful. You did a great job.
That's right.
Well, thank you. It was a lot of fun.
And we'll have you back soon. Thank you for calling in. I'm not going to cut you off today. I'm actually going to say goodbye.
All right, bye guys. Have a great week.
Thank you, Tracy.
Bye,
Galvin,
Tracy.
Robinson Galvin, we appreciate it so much. Bye-bye. We're going to go to break right now, but we're going to break with Matt and Tracy's, and this is featuring you, Tracy. Part of a cut from Platforms and Bell Bottoms, and when we come back, we'll start chatting with Frankie Citro, and the two of you, and Frankie's just chomping at the bit to get out of here. He wants to get out of what he wants to do. And he said, no pictures, please.
Forget about it.
No pictures. No, it's all right. We'll be right back. Here's Matt and Tracy from Platforms and Bell Bottoms. All right. When we come back, we're talking to you guys. You ready, Neil? He doesn't hear. He doesn't hear
Can't
anything.
hear you. tickets now at leadusfamilyforum.com. I Want My 80s Tour, brought to you by Beach Bar Rum, produced by Peachtree Entertainment.
That's a new ad.
Yeah, it is.
You need to experience West Texas.
Well, it's
Chop
good.
House.
That's a good
Picture
thing.
this. You see.
And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with co-host Neil Portnoy, and our guest, Frankie Citro, the great Italian man. A lot of Italians in here today. Well, no, just me and him. The rest of you guys, I don't know. Oh, Brian. Brian's Italian.
What about Richard?
G's Italian.
Richard's
Italian.
And you said there's not enough Italians in this room?
All right, we got them outnumbered.
We got a quorum.
Anyway, I'm talking about the great Frankie Citro. Hello, Frankie.
How you doing, guys? Listen, Ron, let me first say, Tanta Grazia for inviting me here today. Looking forward to doing the show with you for a long time. It's been a while since we did it.
You were here 3 years ago.
It was that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, time
And
will
then
be
when we went out the door, we all got handcuffed and taken to jail. I don't know what the hell we said.
Oh, I just got back.
I don't know what that was about. Frankie, you like to be called the Vegas tough guy.
Well, some people say that.
Yeah, and you have a little logo you made in your company.
Yeah, actually, I've had this logo. It started a little more than a year and a half ago that I decided to do a podcast show. And years before that, I had my own TV cable show called Tough Guy Frankie Citro. And then I wind up, must be the FBI getting
No, we
You're
probably
wiretapped. We're good.
somebody's cell phone is on that's getting feedback. It's gone.
And so
No wiretap.
when I was going to do
Who's listening?
They're checking out Tracy and Matt, not him.
No.
You know, these two, they're current.
So where did this idea come from? Continue.
They've been stealing hearts now for years.
So I decided that I was going to do a podcast show, and then I was able to get my logo, and which is pretty nice. I think everybody likes it.
I think it's perfect.
It was going to the show was going to be called Las Vegas Tough Guy Frankie Citro Podcast, and then unfortunately for me, I tripped over my 2-year-old grandson in the hallway. And I fell and I hit the door jamb and I broke all my ribs.
Oh boy.
And I was trying to, I mean, at my age, it takes a while to heal up. And so I had to put that show on the holding pattern. But some people reached out for me, pretty serious people, and they wanted me to be involved with them. And that was going to take some doing. They did it the right way to get a hold of me. And, we were building a relationship, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't know. I lost my oldest daughter this past summer.
Oh.
So there was like 4 months I didn't want to
Sorry.
really talk to anybody,
I don't
you
blame
know. But these people were so persistent, Ron, and in a nice way, you know, because it had to be in a nice. And one of the people that stayed and contacted me constantly was a lady by the name of Teresa Payton, who is one of the top investigators around the world, and she's directly out of Washington. So you know she's got some credibility, you know. And then her partner, who I didn't recognize, it took me a day to figure who he was. His name is Lenny DePaul, and he is a retired police officer who handled guys like John Gotti every day. So it gives you the kind of thing that they got. So anyway, what happened was,
And let's talk to Tracy now.
You know what? I got to jump in real quickly.
No, you don't.
No.
He was going good now.
No,
You're gonna
but
blow-
I'm going to speed it up a little bit for
I know,
Frank.
but you're going to ask him something that's going to
No,
tick
I'm
him
not.
off.
No, I just.
And it'll be the former Portnoy gallery.
I moved away 2 feet to my left.
All right.
I'm protected here. The reason you're attracting these type of people, Frankie, is because you're coming from this whole story from a totally different perspective, and they want to know your stories. Listen, this guy, I've sat with him. His stories are absolutely amazing.
Well, if you stop talking, he might be able to tell one.
No. He's shaking
Oh,
his
all
head. No, we're good. Yeah. But his storytelling is incredible. He knows it. He was on the inside. sometimes on the outside, but he knows both sides
He's
of
been
the
on the
equation.
inside and the
Yeah,
outside.
that's why I
Frankie Citro has lived in Las Vegas permanently since 1969. Is that right?
Yeah, I
But you came here once earlier on.
Yeah, at 62, the middle of 62, I came here. A lot of
New
trips.
Jersey?
Yeah, New Jersey.
What city? What
Jersey
exit?
City.
What exit?
Well, some people say 11, some say 14, depending on what side of the tunnel you're going in.
That's
there.
correct.
When you were growing up as a kid, were you a street kid? Was it tough out there as a street kid? Were you in the neighborhood that there was lots of issues?
You know, I'm going to be bringing this up maybe.
Something that influenced you for the rest of your life?
Well, you know, I actually, it might take a half a minute to tell you what I'm going to tell you because I haven't told too many people, but I might be bringing this out on my new show. When I was a kid living in Jersey, that's a jungle in any place, you know, New York City, any of the 5 boroughs. And I was a very sick kid, but to this day, I still don't know what was wrong with me. I wasn't allowed to play sports. I wasn't around to play. And you know, you got slapped around. I didn't like it, you know, and I got to an age where I didn't care whether something happened to me. I just decided, a guy asked me to play football on the beach one day, Kingsburg, New Jersey. I had no idea how to even, but I played and I liked it. And I just decided from that moment on that I wasn't going to worry about dying, and to this day I'm the same way.
Was it the hitting the people for football?
No, it just would be the activity, Neil. You know, I wasn't allowed to do anything, and
you finally could do it.
You know, actually, I know. You know, when I became a young man, I used to be terrified to go to the doctor with my mother, but I didn't know the machine that I was afraid of was an X-ray machine at that time that would come down, and my mind had said, "Don't let it crush me," you know. I was terrified,
sure,
you know.
sure.
But then there was an incident when I was 12 years old that changed my whole life completely. Well,
I guess not. Can we hear it?
Is there going to be an extra charge?
You know,
I take the question back and ask you something
well,
else.
it'll take a minute and a half to tell you, but I have to eliminate some things, you understand? And I don't care who believes it, who don't. Anybody that knows anything about me around the world knows I'm different than most other people. I don't need a gang of people behind me to back me up. I've always been alone, and you know that. Anyway, there was a guy from the neighborhood. I was about 12 and a half, and he used to work for the mob. And he was an older guy, like 23, 24, and he was a hitter. I mean, and he was an Italian, but he hated Italians, and he would hit all the kids, you know. And if you got him, he would hurt you, you know. He just was mean, you know. And one day I'm with a friend of mine, and he sees us. We know we're going to get cracked. So we run. My friend was faster than I was. I ran into a dead alley, not realizing it. This guy threw me to the ground, put a 45 to my head. I pulled my windbreaker over. I didn't even want to see it. I was so terrified. I wet myself. I cried. And because I know this guy's going to kill me. He's a killer. He hates. And for some reason, to shorten it up, there's a lot more to it. After it seemed like a century that he had that gut, he wasn't there. And I had to walk maybe 30 feet to the sidewalk. And I said, well, he's trying to fool me, you know. He's going to come out from behind the car and then shoot me. And he wasn't there. And I looked up and down the street. And at that moment, Ron, I decided I would never, ever be afraid of any man on this planet.
Sure.
And I've been that way since. And I can just tell you, it wasn't much after that he's no longer with us. That's what I'm going to tell you.
So
That's all we're going to go with that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to follow up. Were you constantly looking over your shoulder at any
No, I never did that. You know, just recently, it has come up numerous times. We have known. They say, well, weren't you ever afraid of them retaliating?
Nope.
And I tell you, in my case, I can firmly say, where other people might have celebrated their last birthday, nobody even thought about that with me. For the main reason was they knew no matter what anybody, and I've been tortured, believe me. I did a lot of bad time, and I was not cooperative. If I don't want to give something up, I ain't giving it up for power, money, position. Yeah, sure. I ain't doing it. Wow. So I never had to worry about that.
We're going to come back and talk more about how much in demand you are now because of your history of being involved with, I can say it, organized crime. That was the truth.
That's what they are
And,
convicting me of.
yeah, that's it. But you know, the one thing is you never lied. You told the truth every time, and you never ratted anybody.
I will not do that.
And that's the real deal here. We're going to hear more about that.
Okay.
And we're going to come back right after this and talk with Tracy and Matt about their great things happening. But I have a little cut here. What do we have here, Jim? We've got Frankie Citro and the Night Kings.
The Night Kings.
Here's you singing.
Whoa.
You and the Night Kings. That great with Stevie Dunham. Let's listen to it. It's a little rough, but so are you.
Nominated tonight. We wish them a lot of luck. Give them a great big hand. And now I'd like to introduce to you our master of ceremonies tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frankie Citro. Get
And tonight could be the night to fall in love. Someone like you, oh my darling, hold me tight for tonight. Just could be the night. Yeah. That's it. Wow. That was.
And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm Ron Garrett, your host, along with Neil Portnoy, Mr. Frankie Citro, and the beautiful Tracy Jill, and a very handsome. Oh, you didn't bring him. Also, Matt is here with us in the side fell, but we're good with that, you know. And
the handsome guy.
There's Jacko fixing it for us. Thank you, Sarah. We appreciate that. I have Rose Kingsley on the line. I want to get back to you right after she gives us a brand new, a terrific announcement. Also saying hello to Patrick Frazee, Stevie Dunham, Diane Geritano, my cousin. That's my real name, you know. You know that? You know that? Rinaldo Giuseppe.
You are Italian.
Rinaldo Giuseppe Carmelo Geritano.
Wow.
And both, and I'm first generation.
Wow.
Are you first generation?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Gene Ferrari's out there right now. Carlitos. He's
Carlitos.
watching. Sonny Santino.
What's up, Carlitos?
Sonny, once again, I watch him on Facebook. He eats at the best restaurants in town. Have you met Sonny Santino, you guys? Terrific opera singer and regular singer.
Nice.
Really a nice guy and a great cook on top of all that.
Oh, that's cool.
But he
to be an
doesn't-
opera singer and a cook.
He doesn't eat at home. He's out every night with good friends at the best restaurants in town. Anyway, let's bring on Rose right now. With us now is opera star, pop opera star, Broadway star, and the opera expert here in Las Vegas. There goes the sign again. We'll worry about it later. Is Rose Kingsley. Hello, Rose. Rose, in just about a minute and a half, can you give us a rundown of what's happening? You have a big announcement to make, and we're really happy about this. Go ahead and tell us.
Okay, you've got to all remember Tipsy Rose. Because Tipsy Rose is having her own TV show.
Nice.
Will begin on March 12th with her first show. And it is on Vegas TV.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Nice.
Just like we are right now.
Just like we are right now.
And we are so excited. And this will be my format. And I'll be able to bring songs to be able to tell a lot of good stories. As you know, my life has been very interesting. And you might hear a couple tunes or two, but it's going to be a wonderful show. We're so excited about this. And it goes worldwide, and people are going to, if they don't know, they'll know.
Well, they're going to watch it. It's called Simply Rose, starring Rose Kingsley, premiering on Hey Vegas TV, coming up very shortly. We're going to be doing the first show on that date, but the show will air a little bit later than that, about a week later, and then every week after that in a row.
Excellent. Great. Congratulations.
And it's going to be a terrific show. Rose is the best. You're going to sing on the show, of course, right?
Yeah, we're going to do everything. Do Chinese tumble. You never know.
Okay.
Wow.
We're very excited, and of course, all my bands across the country will be able to see it, and especially in New York, and they're looking forward to it. And I just am ecstatic. What can I say?
Yes, you'll be seen live in real time in New York, which is your home, and where all your real close opera friends are.
Yes.
Yeah, and everywhere, and even in Las Vegas. Rose, thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. You are the go-to gal for opera, pop opera, Broadway, and someone called you once the female Sinatra.
Yeah.
They did. We're looking forward to the show.
All right.
Thank you for calling,
Thank you.
and we'll have you on the show live real soon.
Bye, Rose.
Rose
Bye,
Kingsley,
Rose.
everybody. Thank you. That's a terrific announcement.
Yeah.
Once again,
Yes.
Hey Vegas TV.
Hey, Vegas
Hey
TV.
Vegas.
Roku.
Is it Roku? Roku, I know.
Roku, and Roku.
Rich Friedland keeps correcting me in
I
how I
don't
say it.
know.
Yeah. By the way, he's watching it right now in real time, and so is that. You can do it. You can just go to that
Go to Roku.
HeyVegasTV.com or go to Roku and bring up Hey Vegas TV, and there it is. You did it in your television, didn't you, Neil?
I did what? Yes,
You
I did.
got it with that app.
Yeah, actually, I went on the internet browser on my TV, plugged in Hey Vegas TV. It brought it up, and then I was able to search Vegas Live Entertainment Radio
There it is.
and watch the show.
Tracy and Matt,
Hi.
you guys,
What's up?
they're called High Rise, and
High
also
Rise, yeah.
the producers and stars of Platforms of Belfast, which is a '70s show where you guys go into that era. Tell us a little bit about it.
It is a 70s themed tribute to Fleetwood Mac, Heart, ABBA, and more. And the reason we say more is because there's actually there's costume changes, there's choreography, and it's a very fun show. A lot of the people who come to see the show actually end up dressing up in Platforms of
You
Belfast.
encourage that, don't you?
Yes,
Absolutely,
we do.
absolutely. And go ahead.
And at
Tracy.
the end, we crown some dancing queens, and there's some fun audience participation. And we have all those bands that we mentioned, Heart, ABBA, and Fleetwood Mac, featured 2 females. So my female co-star is Amanda Lee Myers of Vegas the Show.
Sure, she's great.
Yeah, and so she's been so much fun. And
Now, you got a full band on
we have a
stage
great
with you, too.
cast,
Talk about the
yes.
other musicians.
we have Matt Seward, who plays with Allie Starr. He's the bass player, singer. And also we have Tony Silva, who plays with limoncello, and also
I think he toured with Sarah McLachlan.
yes, and he was recently in, what did we see him in, the Hard Rock? Raiding the Rock
he was in Raiding the Rock Vault.
You know what's great is when Ron played earlier, when we went to break and played the Fleetwood Mac song,
Yes.
you can close your eyes. It sounded just like
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, it
That was
does.
well done. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
Tracy is
Thanks,
from
Neil.
Seattle, Washington. Do you know that, Neil? And
I did not know.
Matt
she-
is a freelance musician and session guitarist in Los Angeles before they came here to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Cleveland High
Yeah.
School is where you went.
Right.
You studied at Dick Grove School of Music.
I did, absolutely.
Your birthday is coming up on May 28th. Happy birthday. How old are you going to be?
Thank you very
No,
much.
don't tell us how old you
I can't.
40.
I can't.
You're going to be
keep track
40,
of
right?
it. Something
You'll
like
be
that.
40. You guys are working everywhere these days. The Composers Room, the German American Club. You do corporate events, festivals, private parties. You bring big energy and excitement to every show.
Thank
And
you.
you and Matt and Tracy's mission is to elevate every event with unforgettable live music that gets people dancing, celebrating, and creating lasting memories. Did I get that right?
Yes,
Yes,
that's right.
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
Their vision is
Yes,
to be
yes.
Vegas' top choice for live entertainment, delivering unforgettable high-energy performances. Platforms of Bell Bottoms is fun and exciting 70s themed performance, bringing back the golden era of music, and you guys do it so well. You've played so many different places. You've been, let's see, I got a whole list over here: the Mirage, the Plaza, the Golden Nugget, the Tropicana, the Rio, Caesar's Palace, the Orleans, the Hard Rock Hotel Casino, the Riviera, Binion, and Carnival Cruise Lines. On top of all that,
working musicians, vocalists that have played all over. But I got to mention, because I know them both fairly well. And Matt, question I have for you: I mean, you're a brilliant guitarist. You're kind of restricted a little bit in the genre that you perform in. Does that ever get you? Because I've heard you play guitar. This guy can play guitar.
This guy can play guitar.
A lot of people don't know that because he's doing a lot of.
He can play guitar. Frankie, this guy can play. He can play the
freaking guitar. But you're restricted doing a lot of cover songs. Do you ever have that urge to just let it go?
He really lets it go in Platforms and Bell Bottoms. You gotta come see it.
Yeah, there's actually the 70s. The 70s thing is actually a good platform for me to do. I say platform as, but it's very cool because what I do is I take the iconic things like Lindsey Buckingham or whoever did, and then kind of expound on it.
That's what I was talking about.
If you come and see the show. And I'm not going to give too much of it away, but we do a version of Go Your Own Way that they did live, which was an amazing version when they did it. But he does a really long guitar solo at the end of that song.
And you get to do it.
And but I do it a little bit different. I started out the same, but I do it a little bit different at the end, and it's just got a ton of energy. And so, yeah, I get to do my thing a few times in that show. I'm not going to give too many things away about it, but it's great fun actually for me. And I mean, I get to do some stuff in High Rise too. I'm one of these guys who I'm okay with backing up people. Just give me 2 or 3 solos a set, and
you're good.
I'm good.
He has backed up some greats. Jackie DeShannon picked him when we were playing in Las Vegas to back her up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she did What the World Needs Now Is Love, a remake, and also Needles and Pins. Needles and Pins.
Yeah.
And some other hits.
Yeah, Jackie DeShannon was actually her first hit was What the World Needs Now, which actually I think was co-written with Burt Bacharach.
Wow.
But that was like her big thing. So I did a couple shows with Jackie DeShannon. I toured with a band called
She
Sheen
found
Loves.
you at my gig, I must say.
Yeah, she found me actually.
When we had our original band, my original band was called Wildflower, and Matt was playing, and we were at the gig in LA, and Jackie DeShannon was in the audience, and she picked Matt out, and she called him the Heartbreak Kid.
I don't remember that, but that's good. I like that.
Yeah, she announced you, I remember, as the Heartbreak Kid.
You have a good show. You have Platforms and Bell Bottoms comes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Platforms and Bell Bottoms will be at the show lounge in the Composer's Room this coming Tuesday, February 25th. The show starts at 6. We play till 7:30, and it is going to be a load of fun.
You also do the shows before and after Kelly Clinton's show.
We do every Thursday.
And that's in the tavern room.
Yes, it is. So
she packs it in, doesn't she?
She does, and she's amazing and so much fun. So we, whenever possible,
We love our Thursdays.
We like to come into the room and see what she's up to. You just never know.
You never know with Kelly.
Oh my God.
But I wanted to mention one thing about our show, which sets it apart a little bit differently. When I was doing my touring days, I did a chorus line with Bjork Lee, who was the original Connie on Broadway. And then 20 years later, that was during the 70s, she revived it during the 90s. And in a chorus line, all the actors in the show talk on stage about their private lives and their experiences that brought them to the stage. And we do that a little bit in Platforms and Bell Bottoms.
That's kind of the
little storytelling.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love it.
It's kind of it was kind of the whole thing that I think that it was part of the inspiration for putting the show together the way we did, is to say a little personal thing about the different people in the band, the whole band. We have a 6-piece band. There's 2 singers.
We didn't mention Glenn Gallardi either.
Yes, we also, I just do want to give a shout out to Glenn Gallardi, who was a Star Search winner in '88 for his incredible voice. He's also an amazing drummer, amazing keyboard player.
Does he talk this much in the show? I'm just checking.
He is a little wordy.
Yes.
We kind of had to.
You know,
cut him back.
hey Matt,
This is the
how
most.
much did you weigh when you were born? You got that part.
This is the most
More than
I have
now.
ever heard him speak. I'm just sitting
You
back
know,
going.
he's usually the front of the thing. All of a sudden, he's
No,
out of
we
his shell.
let him out of the box
Who
today.
gave him a microphone?
I don't know. Tracy, take that microphone.
No, he's doing great on his own. But Glenn is in our show as our drummer, but also sings. So everyone in the show has their moment to sing and also tell a story about their lives.
Love it.
We're going to go to break right now. We're going to go to break with you guys again. This time it's Bell Bottoms at Platforms and Bell Bottoms featuring Matt. And he's playing the guitar. He's not talking.
Yay.
Which is a good thing.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Give me some Matt.
What time does this go to?
6 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Oh, an hour and a half. So another 15 minutes. Oh, I thought it was longer. That's what she said.
You're my brother, screaming.
And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with Neil Portnoy from Portnoy Gallery. The great Frankie Citro, he's here, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about what went on back when, or maybe what goes on in the future, more importantly.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
You're still going with it?
Yeah, take that microphone.
And Jill, Tracy Jill,
Yeah.
and then Matt Mitchell, that's enough. No, we're only kidding. You guys are great, and what a great show you have. And you've come such a long way. And I'm not going to say in a short period of time. You're the typical 30-year overnight success, right?
Yes.
That's the same way it
Exactly.
works.
Yep.
And you guys are doing terrific, and we're going to have you back on more and more. And we love hearing from you. And, Matt, what are you going to do is send me a nice recorded one from a studio.
Yeah,
Right,
I'll,
those were
I'll,
live.
I'll do.
Because
Yeah,
I want
those are
to
both
show
live.
off your voices and your talent much more than that.
Yeah, I'll do a studio recording of it.
Yeah, would like that.
Yeah.
Frankie, were you a bookie back in the day? Is that the phrase? Did you consider yourself that?
Nobody's listening, Frankie.
Well,
Go ahead.
you know,
The audience is gone already. When Matt starts
let me
talking.
put it this way. You know, a lot of people, their fathers, who was a doctor, who was a carpenter, who might have been a lawyer. My father, he was a fixer. Yeah, he used to fix boxing. He used to fix horse racing and stuff. So maybe it carried on. That's the best way I can answer you.
We'll just leave it at that. Because of your background, you're becoming very popular. People are coming to you with offers.
Unbelievable.
To do. Give us a few.
Well,
what kind of offers are you getting?
I mean, I'm kind of proud of what I'm going to tell you. I started, and I alluded to a few minutes ago about people that pursued me and then continued on after the loss of my daughter. I'm now contracted and am part of a very, very big independent movie company called Black Dahlia Productions. And their new episode, and they're not sure yet whether it's going to be a full motion picture, streaming, they do everything in media, and they have now brought me on board because the first case which has been done in the past is about Elizabeth Short, who was found murdered and tortured on the streets of L.A. in 1947. And for some reason, they thought maybe I might know a little something about it. And I'm going to be involved in all the different cases that they're going to be doing. And my contract says I don't have to tell them a damn thing. But they're terrific people. And I just might be able to give them some closure for some people that have been waiting for some answers. And I think because of the niceties that all the main people of this production company has shown me is the reason why I accept it. I just got back from Michigan at Grand Rapids from filming 4 days.
What'd you film?
Well, this is first story that they're going to be doing, which has been in progress now for a couple of years, and they got about 6 more months of putting it together. I'm going to open it up. It's the Black Dahlia case itself.
Okay, I've heard of it.
And because of this here, and they brought me on board, I'm now part of this investigating team. Plus, I'll be on camera a lot. They really took a liking.
Frankie, what I love about it, first of all, congratulations on people reaching out to you, because you know what? Your story has to be told. You are one of the remaining people that experienced things.
Pick your words carefully.
That's why I slowed down. That experienced things that only you can talk about. The other people aren't around anymore.
Well, you know, I appreciate you saying that, but and on a selfish little note, right, because I just opened up this new LLC business, you know, listen, I'm being quite honest with you, at my age, I mean, the organized crime business is not flourishing. I gotta earn some I gotta earn some money. I'm sorry, gang. I apologize for that word. Maybe we can bleep that. But anyway, I'm gonna open up.
We can't, but we will on television. Yes.
It slipped out.
That's all right. That's all right. Keep it.
I missed it. Can you say it again?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't rub it in, Neil.
I won't do that. But anyway, I'm seriously considering doing a one-man show. Somewhere along the lines, like I was going to do my podcast show. And here's the main difference, Ron. There's a few people out there, I'm not even going to give them their credits because they don't deserve them, because they're rat son of a guns. I'm not. Whatever you get from me is true, you understand? Which they won't, you know. They claim to be this, that, and the other thing. They ain't.
They fabricate.
You know. And my one-man show will probably be from a journey from Jersey City to Las Vegas and everything that happened in between.
You know, Mike Tyson did a show, and people looked at Tyson and said, how can this boxer do a one-man show? It was extremely successful. And I think Frankie, in my opinion, with his knowledge, his experience, he's going to hit it out of the ballpark.
It's going to be great. We've been talking about it, and we're going to talk some more about it. It'll be a terrific show.
And also, because of time element, you know, Ron, you've always been great to me over the years. Neil also, and a lot of your people that work on your staff have always accepted me. I'd be happy to come back another time and talk about some Vegas old stories.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
But time element, I understand.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go to break right now with one of your TV shows. It's what is it called here? It's called Kids. It's about kids, right? What's it called?
Oh, when I have my
Kids These Days. Is the name of it.
This
is a small cut with you, the wise guy talking to these kids, and you enjoyed this show, didn't you? Here's a little cut from it. We'll be right back.
So my niece calls me up and asks me to do a major favor.
I just got an audition, and I'm really excited. It's my first really big one. So I'm gonna have Uncle Frank just kind of fill in for me for coaching.
Coach to see a team of little girls and boys that play soccer. I haven't got a clue about the game. But if I don't do this, she's gonna lose some kind of points or whatever she's doing.
The kids are kind of, they're a lot to take, you know, for somebody who's not used to being around kids. So we'll see how that works. But
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wing it. Listen, guys, my name is Frankie. I'm here today because my niece couldn't make it, so I'm gonna be the coach for the day.
where's Rachel? She's a lot better coach than you are.
I really don't know, you know. And Rachel would have did a lot better job of it, but this was an emergency. So you know what? Can you help me out? I'm just a coach for the day.
I bet you don't even know what a soccer ball is.
I know, but I never played soccer. Why, you got a question?
I farted.
Beautiful. That's great. That's awesome.
You want me to do an apology on the air for that?
No, just move on.
Ron, when you come back, let me give you one little line, you know, that I think your audience will like, all right?
Okay. Just let it go.
Yeah, just move on.
This is our final break. When we come back, it's the final segment. We're going to go around the room with closing statements. Neil, you're going to do his question that he likes to ask everybody. And we'll be sitting on about 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the beginning of my jingle. So go fast, because I want to get them to give us a final wrap-up. Okay?
I got it.
All good, Jacko?
Hey, am I looking at the camera more now? Am I good?
OC Body Fit, your ultimate fitness destination.
Hey, Kevin Wall here. Do you have a friend or loved one in Southern California
Hey, here.
looking to buy a home in Vegas, but they don't know where to start? Boy, do I have a realtor for you. Richard Husel, host of the Richard Husel
Am I
Real
looking
Estate
at
Hour.
the camera
He's
better?
licensed in Southern California and
Am I looking a little better?
We've got about 2.5 minutes before the music.
Neil, we only have 2.5 minutes.
All right, we'll do it real quick.
All right, but I want to get them, then you.
Okay.
Final words.
Yep.
Just quickly promote your... Frankie, final words. Just say thanks, whatever you want to say. Only about 10, 15 seconds, and then Neil. Neil, when you hear my closing jingle, you still have about 30 seconds. Okay?
With just one call, Richard Husel can handle it all. 702-482-1846.
All right, 10 seconds.
Call or text 702-482-1846. Richard Husel is with Keller Williams, the marketplace. S.017-5638.
And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio with Neil Portnoy, my co-host, along with Frankie Citro, and High Rise, the duo, Matt Mitchell, and Tracy Jeff. I don't know who Frank Mitchell is. I think he flew a B-24 once or something. That was Billy Mitchell. What do I know? Hello to Jerry Walker, Brian Greenfarb. Brian had open heart surgery. Brian, he's doing good. He's experiencing everything that I did when I had mine. Ray Strebe is out there. And how do you say it? Stribe. And Sheila Wright, Billy Carlin, and Dorothy Portnoy.
Oh, hi, Dorothy.
You know who she is.
She's watching it on television, by the way.
Final words, you two. We're going to close the show. Matt and Tracy.
Our platforms and bell bottoms will be at the Composer's Room this coming Tuesday, February 25th. Show starts at 6 o'clock in the show lounge. Tickets are only $20. It's a very, very fun show. Come and see it.
At the Composer's Room, right?
At the Composer's Room.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yes,
Anyway,
and thank you very much, Ron, for having us on the show.
That's all. You're always welcome back. Thank you for being here. Right? That's enough. Okay, Frankie. Final words.
You know, after
and I'm going to invite you back to hear some more.
Okay, thank you. After seeing that little clip that you played, I don't know much about sports, but let me tell you this: I never hit a golf ball in my whole life. But I collected an awful lot of money with a 9 iron. So, listen, in the very near future, folks, I hope to be coming into your living room without you calling the cops after I've been there. So look forward to my new show, which might be coming out. And we'll let you know more about it even on Ron's show with Neil. Yes.
Hopefully he'll announce his new show on this show.
Yeah.
He has to.
We really thank you so much, Frankie. Go ahead, Neil. You got the final word.
Matt, Tracy, combined answer this question. What was the aha moment in your career that you said, this is my future, this is what I want to do?
Wow.
2 seconds.
Okay, well, I used to sing on a barrel in kindergarten to all the kids, so I started early.
Early. Matt, you?
I think when I started working for Sherry Lane, Hal Leonard, and Warner Brothers doing the note-for-note guitar transcriptions.
Love it. Frankie, I can't ask you that same question.
I think it's
I have the right to remain silent.
It was the first time you got punched in the face.
There'll be a
Never be in the aha
Look
moment.
at his face. I got punched a lot.
I got to tell you, when I first moved here 9 years ago, my goal was...
It was 8 years yesterday. Now we're up to 9 now?
March 7th will be 9 years.
Oh, I don't believe it.
I have my goal, meet Sheldon Adelson, accomplished, and make sure that Frankie Citro is a friend.
There's no doubt.
Really?
Is he a friend of ours? Never mind that stuff. Thank you all for watching on Hey Vegas TV. We've been streaming live around the world right now. We just love that. We love all the new signage in the studio that at Hey Vegas TV, and Richard Giacovino has provided to us.
Those that stay up and those
Hello
that
to
fall down.
Joy Schaefer, who came in here and hung all this
Great,
stuff.
she was great.
Now I have to take it down, unfortunately,
I'll
so
help you.
and put it away. But thanks to everybody. Hey Vegas TV. Don't forget, HeyVegasTV.com, live streaming right now. The show will be on demand in just a couple of days, and there's so much more going on.
Love it.
Thank you all. Thank you, Neil, Frankie,
Not that bone.
Matt, and Tracy. We'll see you next week. 50 years in Vegas. I love it. I'll be here 50 more. And it'll be just as much fun then as it is right now. Good night, everybody.
That's right.
49 last time. Now we're...
Hey Vegas! Are you ready to kickstart 2025 with a bang? The Composer's Room is your go-to destination for Las Vegas entertainment. Every day is a celebration here. From live music to comedy shows to magic acts, the Composer's Room has the entertainment with the Las Vegas vibe. If you are feeling lucky, then try your hand at one of our hot video poker machines. Who knows, you may hit the jackpot. Are you feeling thirsty? Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you are a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are guaranteed to entertain your taste buds. And what's more, we've been voted best restaurant with live music. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Start celebrating 2025 in style at the Composer's Room.